Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the fall semester at Bergen Community College. This is Com-100. My name is Mike Eccles. I'm your professor for this semester, and I want to give you an idea as to why I look the way I look this morning. I'm a little more kicked back and relaxed, and here's the reason why. As you've all surmised over the past several months, we are in unprecedented times. And it seems that just when things might start getting back to normal, things get a little crazy. So some of you, if not all of you, received an email last night that if you were going on campus for a lab class or something like that, as very few classes are still being held on campus. But if you're in the medical field or if you're in a science class with a lab, if you were to have class today, well, they've actually put off opening the campus until September 21st. And they waited till last night to make that announcement. So I thought, you know what? I was going to go ahead and shave and maybe put on a nicer shirt or something like that. I said, you know what? Let me just look like I'm kicked back and relaxed because I want to make sure that you're kicked back and relaxed. Okay? Because yes, I take this class seriously, but we are in unprecedented times, and I want to make sure that you realize that, well, you know what, we're going to do the best we can. And that's why we're doing this class the way we're doing it. I may have explained it last week, I think I did, but if I didn't, the way we do Com-100 is I'm going to be doing it strictly through Gmail. Okay? Moodle is there. For those of you who are returning students here at Bergen Community College, you've probably had classes where we've used Moodle before. But I went ahead, starting with the middle of the spring semester, as I finished the spring semester, and then I went through 2 summer sessions. I had 3 classes in summer 1, 2 classes in summer 2, and we had great success. All right? I figured out a way to do this online, especially because, to be perfectly honest with you, I am beginning my 22nd year here at Bergen Community College. I'm one of the senior members of the communication department. I'm one of the officers in the faculty association among 300 full-time faculty members. But yet, I have never taught an online class. I never had a desire to. It's just not who I am. I'm just not an online guy. And then all of a sudden, we went on spring break in March. And as I'm sitting home, I get an email that says, oh, take another week. So now we begin that second week of spring break, and then he says, we're going to be finishing the semester online. Oh, God, I've never taught online before. Never had a desire. And many of my students in the spring semester had never had a desire to take online classes. And that may be a lot of you also. A lot of you register for this class never thinking that, oh, man, this is like April 3rd or April 10th or May 5th. I'm registered for this class now. Fall semester, we're going to be back in the classroom. And of course, here we are, virtual until December 21st. So I figured out a way to do it. We're going to do it this way. And it's not saying we may not use Moodle somewhere down the line this semester. But we're going to begin. We're going to go strictly with the Gmail. Okay? I'll be sending out these videos thanks to YouTube. And you got to make sure that you watch the videos in their entirety. Now, I won't be sending very long videos. All right? Because a lot of you, to be perfectly honest, you're taking class. Hey, you paid for the class. But I know that a lot of you have had your lives turned upside down since you registered for this class. Many of you registered for this class and had a job, and now that job is gone. And now you've had to get 2 new jobs. And of course, both of them take up a lot of your time. It's also the reason why we're not going to be synchronous. I'm not going to be on here live at the times that you were supposedly going to meet, which would have been absolutely crazy because so many of you have switched your lives and had them turned upside down. So if you registered for a class, let's say, I think it was the Com-100 that meets Wednesday and Friday at 1:45. Well, you're not available on Wednesday at 1:45 anymore because that job that you used to have that you ditched that ditched you in June, and now you got the new job that you picked up in July. Well, that's when you're in work is at 1:45 on a Wednesday. So what I'm going to be doing is this. I'm sending out a video this morning, and it's got your syllabus as you can see. It's also got your first assignment, the informal speech. And And I'm going to be going every Monday and Thursday morning. Now, of course, next week, Monday is Labor Day, so I'll be doing it on Tuesday morning. But after the Labor Day week next week, every Monday and Thursday morning, I'll be sending out a video. Or sometimes, I think most times I'll send out a video. I may just send out an email with instructions, maybe read up on something or have a paper written out, whatever it is, an assignment. But it's going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. This week is different because we begin class on a Wednesday. I'll just send this out today. And your assignment, which is an informal speech, you see it right there in your attachment. That'll be due on Monday at 8 p.m., Labor Day. After you've done all your partying all weekend, maybe grab a last bit of Jersey Shore, as we always like to do. And then you come back, make sure that I receive in the email your informal speech by Monday at 8 p.m. Also, as we'll be doing the speeches like that, as I encouraged you last week, try to get yourselves a free YouTube account. And remember, you can keep these YouTube videos private where you'll have to, explore a little bit. It doesn't take much. I mean, hell, if I can do it, I am electronically, digitally, internet-wise, I am not the smartest person in the world. And even I know how to figure out how you can set your video to a place where it's private, but if you send me the link, I can see the video without anybody else seeing it. But this way, you avoid recording on your device, whatever device that you have, and then sending it to me or trying to send it to me, and then it says the file's too big, which I did happen to have a couple of times over the spring and in the summer session. At least with YouTube, we won't have that, especially because, and I know this very well, now that I've done the spring and 2 summer sessions going into the fall, many of you have devices that's the only device you have. So you've got to film yourself with the only device that's available. You don't have the special webcam or anything like that. You're just using what you got. And I understand that. Okay? So now I want to talk a little bit about your syllabus. And as you look at your syllabus, number 1, there's the textbook. We're going to give you another week to make sure that you get the correct textbook and make sure. Now, it's already mentioned, the book, in your schedule on your portal. And I know that because when I went into schedules, when I went in to look at my classes and I clicked on my class and it says what book is needed, it actually shows a picture. So you have the picture of the book, but you also have the title, and make sure you get the correct textbook. Okay? Because some other speech teachers, comm teachers, use a different textbook than I use. I strongly recommend you either get it used or you get the online version, which is always the least expensive, is if you rent the online version. Okay, you'll see all the different options for you for this textbook. So we'll give you another week to get the textbook. Just your first assignment, of course, will be the informal speech, and I have all the directions for the informal speech there. Okay, basically what you're going to do, you're going to get in front of the camera, and I want you to stand. With our formal speeches also, you're going to be standing. I want you standing. I don't want you sitting, but I want you standing. Now, there's a reason why, and I'm going to get more into that before the informative speech, one of your formal speeches. But I do want you standing when you do deliver your informal speech. And just go ahead and introduce yourself and then answer one. Just one. Go into detail of one of the questions that I want you to answer, like what was your favorite vacation, or where was your favorite place to live, or why did you choose that as a major, what was your favorite, or what's your favorite movie or your favorite TV show. So, and it's 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and make sure you're timing yourself. I need at least 90 seconds for it to be legit and for you to get credit. Now, speaking of that, when I go down to how you grade, you can see that what I use is a points accumulation system. And it seems to benefit everybody, people. It really does. As recently as just 3.5 weeks ago when we finished the Summer 2 session, using that points accumulation. So please, never ask me, did I get a B? Did I get a C? Did I get an A? Because I'm not going to tell you that. Everything is a point total up until your final. And then, of course, the final grade will be a letter grade, but that's only because the school mandates that I do that. Otherwise, points accumulation always seems to work very well. So that's what I use. And it works so well, you go back to Summer 2, and I averaged 21 students finished my 2 classes, and I think up to 12 or 13 in each class got an A. Now, I sometimes need tutoring help for my math, but that's more than half in each of the classes got an A. So the points accumulation system seems to really help. What's more is be looking out for the assignments like the informal speech. Okay, the informal speech is going to be part of that class participation where you get 15 points for each of those assignments. So you want to make sure you do them all so that come the end of the semester, you get all the points that you need. And that's it for today. So you've got your informal speech assignment. 1.5 to 2 minutes. I want you to take one of those questions there and expand on it for at least 90 seconds. Now, most people like to go with their favorite vacation, but if you would like to reverse that one and actually talk about your worst vacation, you can go ahead and do that. But I need you to just focus on one. Don't rip off an answer for each one and then you're done after 20 seconds. No. 1.5 to 2 minutes, expand on whichever one you want. All right? And I need that in my email box, the link to your YouTube video, by Monday at 8 p.m. And then you'll see me again on Tuesday. All right, you guys, I want you to go enjoy your Labor Day weekend. All right? And relax. We are going to get through this very, very different semester. All right, take care.